What's up, guys? This is Tyler with Board Insiders. Just got done doing one of the best days of the season up here at Timberline Lodge. We got fresh snow all day yesterday and throughout the night last night, and then showed up to riding up the mile above the clouds, and that's how we started our day. Being here for a park shootout, I was super happy to open up the bag and find this Charlie Slasher by CAPiTA. This board is a directional POW board. You can see the front end super fat, back end super skinny, so it's tapered. What that does is just drops the back end in POW and allows that natural float of the tip, turning super long, hard to get through POW days because your back leg's dead into even longer, way easier to get through POW days. That's what this board does for you. It's also got two 30mm carbon beams going from the tip right down into the insert area and from the tip right down into the insert area. So 30mm, two of those. What that did is just make this thing destroy chunder. Anything in front of it, it would take it, absorb it, blast it out of the way. But by absorbing it, I mean it made everything damp. It doesn't matter if it was a rock that you hit in front of you, it would still absorb that. It was amazing. It's also got their touring core, or ABS ready touring core, which means if you guys are split boarders, you want to take this up on some real mountains where you have to hike your way up and earn your turns. As soon as you split this board, it's got that ABS sidewall right down the center, so you don't have to worry about any water damage or anything like that on your core. So that's super awesome feature. This board is a flat board from pretty much the back of the board to the front of the front insert, and then it wants to early rise right at the insert. So it bends up towards the sky right here, boom, early rise. And that's right where those carbon beams are. So I think those carbon beams allow it to be early rise, but not too crazy, chattery. I mean, you could take this board flying down the groomers as fast as you could and you never had any chatter. And from my experience with the POW board that's super directional and fat turned up nose like this, once you get up to the apex of your speed, you start to get that, it's like the air is almost making it flap on the ground. None of that with this board. It just handles anything in its way. Literally, you can lazy ride through powder. You could stay on the front of your board, center of your board, back of your board. It handled everything awesome. Turns on this board are just so dialed. That tapered shape, as soon as you lean into a turn, it's just so smooth, and you can go as hard or as soft as you want. Out there doing some Euro carves on this thing, and that tapered shape is just caters to a Euro carve. You can lay into it, and I bet you could do a full circle Euro carve on the hill. I recommend this board to somebody who is just a powder slayer, or I guess I would recommend this board to pretty much anybody, but this is the board that they would take out on the POW days. I mean, it is incredible. You can go anywhere with it, and the feeling of it under your feet when you're going there is just phenomenal. The float, the pop, that's another thing I have to hit on. For a flat board, this little tiny tail here in the back unleashes with insane amounts of power. Literally, it surprised me some of the times. Thinking I'm gonna be 1 foot off the snow from my pop, and I end up 3-4 feet in the air and just, woo! But it always sets you up for the perfect landing too. The flex on this board, it's about 6, maybe 6.5 out of 10, so it's just above medium, but that is from the inserts back. The flex on the front of the board seems a lot softer. I gave this board 100. I gave this board 100 on the Shred Cred because it is beyond exceptional. I would have gave it 110 if it was on the scale. Literally one of the most comfortable, enjoyable, fun, playful, controllable POW boards that I've ridden in the last few years. This is Tyler with Board Insiders signing out.
For the latest snowboard reviews, check out boardinsiders.com.